Hello everybody. Thanks for coming to listen to a story. The story we're going to read today is Here Comes T-Rex Cottontail. And when I looked at this book, I thought, this book looks interesting because there's a T-Rex dressed up like the Easter Bunny. And a question came to my mind. I thought, why is a T-Rex dressed like a bunny? And why does he have the Easter Bunny's basket full of eggs? So I wonder if we'll be able to find the answer to that question when we read this story, because I'm not so sure why the dinosaur is delivering the eggs and not Peter Cottontail. Let's see. T-Rex was looking in the mirror. Not bad, he said. Not bad at all. Just then, the doorbell rang. He answered it. It was his friends, Diplodocus. These are names of dinosaurs, and I'm sure you know these better than I do. Diplodocus, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon. Those are his friends' names. Why the funny ears and big cottontail? Diplodocus asked. Tomorrow is Easter, Stegosaurus said, not Halloween. Peter Cottontail, aka the Easter Bunny, has a cold, T-Rex said, and he asked me to deliver his eggs tomorrow. But you can't hop, Iguanodon said. I've been practicing, T-Rex said. The three friends looked around. Where are the eggs, they asked. At his house, T-Rex answered. I'm hopping down there now to get them. Diplodocus, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon watched as T-Rex wobbled and hopped out the door. I'm afraid those eggs are in for a shell-shattering trip tomorrow, Stegosaurus said. T-Rex can practice when he gets back, Iguanodon said. Too late, Diplodocus says, looking out the window. So here T-Rex comes with the eggs. What do you think might happen? Poor T-Rex. Wobbling and hopping up the bumpy trail, he stumbled and fell and landed, kersplat, on Peter Cottontail's basket full of eggs. What a mess! T-Rex walks slowly into his house. What now? His friend asks. I don't know. Suddenly, T-Rex had an idea. We'll get more eggs, he said, and color them. Then I'll have some to deliver Easter morning. Where will we get more eggs? Stegosaurus asked. Hen gave all of hers to Peter Cottontail. There must be more out there somewhere, T-Rex said. Diplodocus grabbed the empty basket. You stay here and practice, he said. We'll get the eggs. By the end of the afternoon, T-Rex had gotten the wobble out of his hop, and his friends had gotten more eggs. T-Rex was pleased. Where did you get them, he asked. From duck and goose and turkey, Stegosaurus said, and one from Screech Owl. We better start coloring them now, Iguanodon said, or we won't be done till dawn. Late that night, all the eggs were colored. T-Rex and his friends were asleep and snoring. They worked hard. Unfortunately, when the sun came up, T-Rex and his friends were still asleep. But the children weren't. They were at their windows, awake and waiting. Shouts of, "Where are you, Easter Bunny?" could be heard. T-Rex heard them. He jumped up. He put on his funny ears, cottontail, long twitchy whiskers, jacket, and bow tie. I'll save an egg for Peter Cottontail, T-Rex said to his friends. Meet me at his house later. We'll give it to him then, he said, hopping out the door. The children were still at their windows, waiting and worrying, until T-Rex hopped into view. Cool, they shouted. That's one really big cottontail hopping down that bumpy trail. When all the eggs, except one, had been delivered, T-Rex started hopping back up the bumpy trail. Thanks for our eggs, Mr. Really Big Cottontail, the children called after him. Anytime, T-Rex called back. T-Rex hopped to Peter Cottontail's house. His friends were already there. "Do you have the egg?" they asked. T-Rex nodded and rang the doorbell. Peter Cottontail answered it. T-Rex handed Peter Cottontail the egg. "For me?" Peter Cottontail asked. T-Rex and his friend nodded. "No one has ever given me an Easter egg before," he said. "Thank you." Look at him down there giving a little peace sign. Just then, the eggs began to crack open. Crack, 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 crack. And dozens of tiny ducks started quacking. And dozens of tiny geese started honking. And dozens of tiny turkeys started gobbling. "This is the best Easter ever!" the children shouted. What happened to the eggs? They hatched. Then Peter Cottontail's egg began to crack open. Crack. And one tiny screech owl started screeching. Peter Cottontail was surprised and delighted. "This is the noisiest Easter ever," he said. "The noisiest and the best. I shall never forget it." "Nor shall we," said T-Rex and his friends. Happy Easter, everybody! There's that little screech owl. That was a fun story. So my question at the beginning, I heard the answer in there, I'm wondering if you did too, was why is the T-Rex delivering the Easter Bunny's eggs for him? Did you guys figure out the answer? Let's see, it says, his friends come to check on T-Rex and they're like, "Why are you dressed up like a bunny? It's not Halloween, it's Easter." And he said, "Peter Cottontail, aka the Easter Bunny, has a cold." So it sounds like the Easter Bunny was sick and asked T-Rex to help him out for Easter. That was being a nice friend. I hope all of you have a wonderful Easter if you are celebrating Easter. If not, I hope your Sunday is just equally as wonderful. And I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.